Welcome back, everyone. So today is going to be a little bit of a different video. I figured I would share some things that I've recently started using, things that I just got just for the heck of it, and I just wanted to share some of the things that I thought were kind of cool and I like, and yeah, not much to it other than just like it's a little bit out of my normal thing, so I just thought I'd give you a little warning. But just gonna go over a couple quick things and share whatnot, and hopefully you might find them useful. So useful, fun, whatever. But yeah, let's get into it. So one item I have that, oh, it's actually snowing outside, that it's like kind of kill the winter blues. You got to get a cool RC car. I have hardwood floors, and this is one of those drift cars. But I'll show you what all comes with it. So obviously there's different models from the same company, so you can get all these different styles. I just went with like the old hatchback looking kind of car. So you get your car, the remote, charger, there's actually a battery in there, and then there's a little thing so you can change. Comes with actual, it's hard to see, rubber tires. There's actually the hard plastic ones on, so this will slide around on the floor, but I'll show you that in a second. And it comes with this little thing here because there is a reservoir for our nitrous. Wait for it. Still waiting. Just took a second for it to heat up, I guess. There we go. Alright, so we have some working headlights. I guess they technically would be the fog lights, and our little light in the back with our steam coming out, or nitrous, sorry. It also has, what do you want to call it, like controlled throttle, if you will, or whatever. Pretty basic, but it's pretty fun. It's kind of loud when you get the hardwood or hard tires like on this floor, but still pretty fun, so let's give it a whirl. I suck at driving, so I apologize. Alright, so that is our little RC car. Like I said, it has the hard plastic tires. I have laminate flooring, and it doesn't leave any marks or scratches or anything on the floor, so that's good. I don't know what it'll do to other floors, and obviously, like, this would probably work on like a smooth cement flooring. I haven't really tried that out yet, but pretty fun. It's not super expensive or anything like that, and I'll leave a link for that below. And let's go to our next item. Alright, our next item is this hands-free Bluetooth headset. For whatever reason, I can't get it to record through the microphone on my video, so I'm going to have to put a clip of a conversation with somebody on the phone so you can see how clear it is. But works really good. It's just got one button as far as like answering calls, and you have one on top on both sides for the volume up and down. As far as battery life, I haven't actually had it run out. I was talking with somebody for like 3 hours straight the other day and never had an issue. I deliver propane, so I'm driving a truck all the time, and it's a hands-free state in Michigan, plus anybody driving a truck's not supposed to be on their phone anyways. So these are nice, but if I get out of the truck, this is nice. I can just have my phone on me, and even if I leave the phone in the truck, it still works pretty good even from like 100 feet away or so. So the range is good, and the nice thing about this also comes with this little base. I can throw my thing down, it's magnetized, it just sticks in there and starts charging, but it also has a port here on the side. It'll focus. So you can plug it in and charge it that way as well. I think it's USB-C. Yes, USB-C. And there's not much to it. Works really good, and I would recommend that one for anybody that's looking for a headset. Alright, going with the theme of sticking stuff onto my head, let's talk about this headlamp I got from Nebo. A few months back, some of my friends and I went camping up at Nordhaus Dunes, and I basically don't have any camping gear, so I got a bunch of stuff. Got this, and I actually really like it. Works really good, obviously for camping stuff, but just little things around the house. If you need to have a light and you're working on something and you need an extra hand, you can't hold the light, this works really good. It's adjustable. Actually, you can take it off of the strap and there's a little clip, so like it'll clip to your coat or backpack or whatever you want to use it for. Has a few different brightnesses, and then we have our green and our red, and then obviously off. We'll go to, like, let's just do this one. So whatever one you choose, once you use it for a few seconds, it kind of stays on that setting. So when you go to shut it off, the light would just, or hit the button, the light would just go off. And then next time you turn it back on, it's still on that setting, so you don't have to cycle through every time. So that's kind of cool. And, oops, I didn't wait long enough. But it is relatively inexpensive. There's a lot of good lamps out there, but some of the price ranges can be pretty crazy, and I don't remember what this was exactly, but it was much cheaper than those, and I think it works just as good when you're out in the wilderness and it's dark. You don't really need a super bright light, but obviously I carried a second one that was much brighter just in case, but this really works nice. It's not too uncomfortable, and at the time I had my winter hat on this was over the top of it, so you don't really even notice it. You can adjust it. There's quite a bit of adjustment in the band, and I have a big head, so I think you can get it to fit your dome relatively easily. And let's see what our next item will be. Alright, so one thing I forgot to mention about the light, so if you hold the button down when it's off, it defaults to the red light. So like if you are a night photographer or just doing something outside and you don't want to like mess up your night vision, natural night vision, that comes on. And if you actually hold the button down while the light's on, it doesn't matter what mode you're in, but if you hold the button down, it kicks it into like that super bright mode. I don't use it because it's just going to drain your battery. And honestly, it's bright enough where you don't necessarily need to use it. I suppose if you really need it to see far away, it might help, but it drains your battery. But anyways, I think it's a pretty good light. Alright, we're down in the shop right now. I've been trying to get organized here. We're working with a limited amount of space in my basement, so organization is key. I recently picked up this little cart off of Amazon. I don't really have anything on it obviously at the moment, but 4-wheel casters, so you don't have to worry about putting the stationary ones on one side or whatever. Holds quite a bit of weight, and I just wanted something I can put stuff on, roll it out of the way, and like, if I need to clean my bench off, I could just throw it on there and be good to go. Anyway, I don't remember exactly how much this was. It wasn't exactly cheap, but sometimes spending a little extra money on something that's actually quality, works good, easy to assemble. It comes, you just have to screw the feet on. Yes, I'm wearing socks and sandals, don't judge. And then just have the little collar things that it slides down, so you can adjust to any of these little heights, like these little notches, wherever you want. I'm just trying to make it kind of even for the most part, but see how that works. All right. Recently I started using these pens from Keiko. I don't know if that's what the proper pronunciation is, but there's their logo. Anyways, I have the gel ink fine point version, and these work really well. If you don't like the sticker, those just kind of peel off. I just usually leave them on because I'm not too picky about it, but they come off fairly easy and they don't leave any sticky residue. So if you just want a clean looking pen to carry around, it's got a rubberized grip, fits in your hand really well, works really well, writes really well. I know I've had sometimes dealing with gel ink pens that maybe just because they're maybe like a medium point or something that they tend to let a lot of ink out and they kind of smear and make everything look sloppy, but these write really well. It doesn't seem to have any issues with the smearing of the inks. I got carry one in my little journal thing here that I made, but I also recently picked up, so I was inspired by those traveler's notebooks that made me make this, and then one day this popped up into my Amazon suggestion thing, and it was probably a third or so of what the traveler's notebooks are. And it's just a flat piece of leather, got a flap on each side, and there's also a spot here for like business cards or other things you want to stuff in there. But I decided to try that out. I've been using it with my field notebooks and works really good. You just stick a couple on each side is usually what I do, but obviously you can do whatever you want. And originally I made that Stay Weird thing thinking that I was going to carry that around with me, but I kind of didn't want to ruin it, so I just usually have that on my desk in the office or doing other things and around the house and then whatnot. So got my journals stuffed in there. Obviously you're like, okay, well there's no spot for a pen. So I picked up one of these packs of clips that you can hold your pen in. It's like a little leather loop with the metal clip. Slide that on there and you're good to go. And as far as holding it closed, I tried making something with a leather cord and wrapping it, but kind of just kept coming open. So the simplest thing I found was just get some hair ties. I always have them with me because I have long hair. So that works relatively good. And I can just throw this thing into my lunch box for work or wherever. And yeah, it's just like good leather smell. But it just nice, it works good, and it's not as expensive as those traveler's notebooks. So if you're not into like the name brand stuff necessarily, this is just some random thing I found on Amazon, but I really like it, and yeah, so I thought I'd share. Alright, so this next thing isn't something that's really, I guess you'd probably say practical in a sense, but I came across some of these old books and the insides are kind of ruined, but it's got such a cool cover I couldn't not use it for something. So I was looking on Amazon thinking of things what I could use it for, and I actually came across these pre-made. It was listed as just like a journal refill, but if you wanted to just buy something and not have to like go through the whole folding and making signatures and stuff to create your own sketchbook, you can just go ahead and buy the paper that's all ready to go and just stick it in whatever book cover you want. The size actually is a little bit smaller. I don't know if you can actually see the difference in the size of the cover. There's a little bit more of a gap than there used to be with the original paper, but certainly a cool custom sketchbook that I have now because you can get those papers all ready to go. And no, that's like I said, I don't know, I just on this kick with like making like things that hold notepads and that sort of stuff for some reason. But I think I'm going to close going on that topic as well as just a regular notebook. I use the crap out of these things all the time. You just like need to write your ideas down somewhere, and I'm one of those people. It's like if it's on the computer, I don't look at them as much as if I'm just thumb through pages of things and you can jot down, sketch stuff on them, and just You can get cheap notebooks anywhere, especially like around back to school. I think when they have like just boxes of these things for sale, they're relatively inexpensive. So always get your notebooks and make sure you write down your ideas. But I think that's about it for today. I just wanted to share some things that are a little bit different than normal, like my headset and my headlight and things that I just enjoy that I thought was worth sharing today. And I needed to make a video, and it's cold and snowy out and I have the day off and I needed to make a video, so here it is. But other than that, I think I will try to make an actual video about something useful besides rambling on today. And since I'm showing you things that I like, I will show you this as well. I don't really talk much about it, but the shirts I get made through Threadless, I have a link in the bottom of my description for all my shirts that I make. But I always get the tri-blend because I am not one of those people that likes that scratchy cotton blend stuff. But I'm happy with them, and you know, if you want to support the channel, get some swag, I don't know what you call it, whatever. But I think I'm gonna go make some breakfast because I'm hungry, or lunch. Yes, I don't know what time it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.